What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the Ballers Club. It's your boy BallOrFallBird, the one and only Mr. Ballafall, the one and only Mr. Do It All, the one and only Mr. Everything Under the Sun will get done because your boy is blessed beyond, man. Hey, I want to go ahead and get into this video. I told y'all I was going to make another video on the picture that y'all see right now. I'm going to make sure that I link that picture, throughout this video a few times, if not throughout the whole video. But I want to talk about another theme that I always get from this picture. And it's a cliche statement, but comparison is the thief of joy. And the reason why I really wanted to make this video, and within this picture, man, you see it. You see he's well on his way to his diamond. He's well on his way to an even bigger diamond than the guy on the left. And it don't matter the size of the diamond, it don't matter anything like that, but just understand that he just missed out on his diamond. Just understand that his diamond is no longer, until he decides to go back to his area, until he decides to focus back on himself and the original task at hand, he will never be able to have the joy that he thought that he was going to have when he saw the other person get his diamond. And the reason why I say this is because he saw the other guy get his diamond, and that diamond was small. And that's man, when I see these pictures and when I get in the mode of making these videos, I get so many other thoughts. So I'm glad that I just thought about that. But nonetheless, man, like, within comparison is the thief of joy. Understand that he now has to retrack and get back on track just to get his diamond, just to get his joy back. Like this are all the things that I'm taking from this one picture. He now has to get back on his own track. He has to climb out of that ditch, because now he's put himself in a ditch. And that's what a lot of times we do with ourselves in life. We see other people and we start becoming so focused on their goals and their vision and their purpose in life. You a basketball player, but you see a football player, and now all of a sudden you want to be a football player. And it's not a bad thing, but it can be a bad thing if that's not what is meant for you. Now, obviously, sometimes we have to go through these hiccups in life. We have to go through these challenges and these problems within life to understand, what's really for us. But a lot of times it comes at the expense of not staying focused on ourselves. A lot of times it comes at the expense of not staying locked in on what we need to be locked in on. And I just think about all these things, and it really just makes me like question, what in my life has been taken away from me, or what, in my life has now been prolonged because I focus on what someone else had, or what, the silver that, wasn't the gold that I should have been having. You see what I'm saying? So like, I just say this and I just think of this because I don't want anybody else to go through the same things that I went through. I don't want anyone else to go through the same things that, a lot of people in the world struggle with. A lot of people focus on somebody else's plate. A lot of people in the world focus on somebody else's goal. A lot of people focus on somebody else's purpose in their life and try to make it their own. And now they're so far off of the tracks that they have to go a whole detour just to get back to where they need to be in life. And sometimes that's what life is about. Sometimes that's what life is about. But a lot of times we prolong our life because of, simple things of like that. But either way, man, I really just wanted to make sure that I let y'all know, like, don't compare yourselves, man. Like, don't compare what you have to what someone else has. Don't compare what you don't have to what someone else has. You see what I'm saying? Because it's in their purpose. It's meant for them to have that. However they attained it, if they stole it, whatever the case may be, it wasn't meant for you to steal something. It wasn't meant for you to have that in the same manner that they have it. Because you got to think about just how life works. Like, and I'm not saying like, I'm wishing anything bad on anyone. But karma's real. God, blesses you with the consequences, or because consequences doesn't necessarily mean a negative thing. God blesses you with the consequences that you are deserving to have in a lot of situations. And the reason why I just say all these things is because it's so easy to become focused on what someone else has that we may want. We may see somebody else with that shiny car, with that big house, with that a lot of money in their bank account and want that for us, and that's not a bad thing. It's good to want more for ourselves, but do it in the way and in the purpose that's meant for you. Maybe it's not I'm pretty sure it's not my purpose to become an NBA player and get hundreds of $1,000,000 from being an NBA, but that doesn't mean I can't get it from YouTube. That doesn't mean I can't get it from being a content creator. That doesn't mean I can't get it from day trading or whatever else I like to, do within myself, because I feel like that's what God has called me to do. So I just say all these things and I just think about all these things, man, because a lot of times, and like I said, I'm a victim of it as well. Like I've seen, I remember in when I was in college, man, like so many people had the fast American muscle cars, man. And my mom can attest to this. They all had the fast muscle cars, and I didn't come from the best situation. Going through college, my mom didn't have the best job or anything like that. And a lot of times I would be mad. Not necessarily, I was never jealous, but I was mad because I was like, man, like maybe their parents did something for them to where they were able to get these things, or just all the things that like that little voice in our head, the devil on our shoulder, whatever the case may be, will try to tell us to make ourselves feel like we need that stuff, when the whole time we don't need it. Yes, it would be great to have it, yes, but who knows? Like I always say, your win is going to be bigger. I said that in one of my former videos. Your win is going to be bigger. I may want an American muscle car. Whole time God putting me in place to have a foreign supercar. You see what I'm saying? So it's just things like that we have to take into consideration. It's things like that we have to understand, that comparison is the thief of joy, and it'll take you. I was trying to think of a way to put it within thief, but it will take away from you the time and the effort that you could have been putting towards something else. It will take away from you the time and the effort that you could have been putting towards your purpose. If I'm so focused on what this person have, if I'm so focused on what that person have, I can't be focused on what I can have, which may or may not be bigger than what I'm already looking at. You see what I'm saying? So, man, I just think about all these things, man. At the end of the day, like that's just like something big that I think about, man. Like especially within looking at this picture, man. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparing your situation, that's literally what he's doing in this picture. He's comparing his situation. He's been digging. He hasn't hit a diamond. He hasn't found a diamond. He compared his situation. He compared his spot to the spot that the other guy's in, and says, you know what? Let me go see if I can try my luck over there. And took himself all the way off his destiny. Took himself all the way away from what it is that he was supposed to have, man. So I hope that y'all understand the message that I'm really trying to, be able to illustrate to y'all throughout this video. And I hope that, the people in the back weren't loud, so that I can, drop this video without having to cut it, without having to edit it and all those kind of things. But, man, at the end of the day, man, I do want to just make sure that I always tell y'all, I appreciate y'all in the BallOrFall family. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that are here contributing to these videos. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that are here commenting, liking, subscribing to the channel, all the things, following me on Instagram, all of these things, because it's helping grow the family, man. Like, I'm on the verge of making a group chat. I'm on the verge of making a Discord, all these kind of things, so that we can connect and be a real family. Because I know I say the word family a lot, but a lot of y'all haven't met other people within the BallOrFall family, which, like I said, those are all things that I'm going to get accomplished very, very soon. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it and things like that. But at the end of the day, man, I appreciate y'all. If y'all are still here at this moment, comment the number 7 in the chat. Comment the phrase BallOrFall in the chat. Comment, you're not going to let comparisons steal your joy anymore. Whatever you want to comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the video. Let me know a topic that you want me to talk about, and, everything, beyond that, man. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all for coming to the Ballers Club today, man. It's your boy BallOrFallBird, the one and only Mr. BallOrFall, the one and only Mr. Do It All, the one and only Mr. Everything Under the Sun Will Get Done, because your boy is best beyond, man. And I'll see y'all in the next video.